guys, what's up? It's your girl Stephanieohsolovely back again with another video, and this video by the title is big news. First of all, let me just tell you guys how amazing you guys are.
I have reached over 1,000 subscribers! Yay!
So excited, guys. You guys have no idea. I don't know if you've been following me for a while, but I only set a personal goal for myself to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's not even the end of the year yet, and I'm over 1,000 subscribers, guys. That feels so great, especially having this channel for a while and then leaving for a couple years due to personal issues and then coming back. Guys, you're amazing. Let me just say, you guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. I love you guys so much. Stay tuned for the video after this one, which will be the giveaway. I am going to ask for you guys' help to determine what you would like to see given away. So if you have any ideas of anything that you guys would want to win, make sure you leave that comment down below on this video and I'll take that into consideration. Now, the real reason for this video is kind of a life update slash Stephanie's journey. And Stephanie's journey is starting now. And I'm going to tell you guys why my journey is starting now if you haven't been able to tell from the title. I was trying to figure out what clever title to use. Wasn't really sure. I'm not even sure what title I'm going to use right now, but you'll see the title and be like, oh! So, at the beginning of the year, around the beginning of March, I had my first consultation at a bariatric surgeon, and I have a date set, and this is the reason why I've kind of kept it secret, is because I hadn't had a date up until a week ago. I finally have a date for my surgery, and I am having gastric bypass on November 16th, 2016. Guys, it's so exciting. I'm so excited, and I'm going to tell you guys why. I'm going to share with you guys the myths that people have about bariatric surgery. I know people aren't always going to agree with me. They're not going to like that I'm having surgery. Some people will, some people won't. It's just the way it goes. I really don't care at this point. I'm doing this for myself, number one. I'm doing it for myself, number one. I want to feel better about myself. I'm so over the whole guys don't like me. Trust me, I don't even care at this point about no type of guy liking me. If you don't like me, keep it pushing. But I'm doing this for myself. I want to feel better. Mentally, physically, emotionally, I want to feel better. And I know that I will once I get this weight off of me. And one thing that if you didn't pick up from the insecurities video, I've been dealing with my weight since I was little. I've had weight issues since I was little, and I've tried literally everything. I've been on Weight Watchers. I've been on Adipex. I've done diets. I've done personal trainers. I've done it all, and I've not been successful at it. Partially maybe because it's my fault, but partially sometimes it just doesn't work for everybody, and it's okay. And I think that's the biggest myth about people that have the surgery, is that they're just lazy, and it's not always true. And my bariatric surgeon actually broke this down for me. Some people just can't lose the weight like that. Some people need the extra push to lose that weight, and if the push is surgery, then it has to be surgery. There's not like oh, she's lazy because she couldn't do it the natural way. If you can do it the natural way, more power to you. I know what works for my body, and I know the natural way did not work for my body. It didn't. And number two, I've seen family members die prematurely due to these ailments. And I'm at risk. I'm at a higher risk than anyone that doesn't have any health issues in their family at all. And I'm at a higher risk not only because I'm big, I'm overweight, I'm obese, but because I have a family health history that's extensive. Diabetes, cancer, hypertension, stroke, coronary artery disease, hypertension, high cholesterol, all that runs in my family. Not only like, oh, aunts, uncles. No, my father died prematurely due to cancer. I know for my health's sake that I had to change. And the biggest push that I needed to know that I had to change was when I went to my OBGYN at the beginning of the year. I hadn't been to her in a year and a half. Now, every time you go into the OBGYN, they weigh you. Got on the scale, they could not weigh me. That's how big I was. The scale did not go up that high. I'm not going to tell you what my weight was because at this point, I'm not very comfortable telling you what my weight is. Just know they could not weigh me. So when the nurse tried to weigh me, she kind of had to guess. The doctor walks in, my OBGYN walks in. She could not believe it. She said, this is off. Something's wrong here. You can't tell me that you gained 100 and something pounds over a course of a year and a half. Yes, people, I gained over 100 pounds in the course of a year and a half. That's when I knew it was over for me. I was holding back tears in the doctor's office while she was giving me my pap smear. TMI, yes, I know, but yes, I was holding back tears. And she told me about the surgeon, and she said, you know, I have a lot of clients that go to him. Just check him out. If you want to do something about it, just check him out. I took my time going to see him because I wasn't too sure. I was too much in shock of like the scale shock that I wasn't sure if I wanted to go see him yet. Let a couple of months go past. March was my first time that I actually went to go see him. I met with him. He weighed me. He said, so what are you here for? I told him, you know, I just wanted more information about the surgeries. I was referred to you by my OBGYN. I went in there with every intent to get the gastric sleeve. That's all I wanted. I was like, you know what? I've seen people on Instagram. They've had it. I follow people on Instagram and on their blogs that have had the sleeve and they've been really successful. You know, yeah, the sleeve doesn't seem too bad. A lot of people, you don't hear people saying, oh, people die on the surgery having a sleeve. You don't hear that very often. So I told him, I was like, you know what? I'm interested in getting the sleeve. You know what he told me? I don't think the sleeve's going to be good for you. Excuse me? That's what I was like, excuse me? Yeah, he told me he doesn't think the sleeve surgery would be very beneficial to me. And the reason why he didn't think that it would be beneficial to me is because I wasn't going to lose the amount of weight that I needed to be healthy. And that's where it comes in, where you have to go see a doctor to determine what surgery you should really be having. You can't just make up in your mind that, oh, I'm going to have the sleeve because somebody else is doing it. Every person is different. Everybody has a different goal. And my goal is not to be skinny. My goal is to be a healthy weight for my age, for my height. I want to be a healthier weight than I am right now. And it's not just losing 50 pounds. It's losing at least 150 pounds to be a healthy me. But at the same time, I'm doing it to be a healthier me. I'm doing it to be here for a long time, to not die prematurely. And that's why I decided to just go ahead and take his advice. So his advice was to have the gastric bypass, which is what I've decided to have, because he said you don't want to regret having one surgery because you didn't want to have the more surgery geared towards you and it not working at all, and then you just did the surgery for nothing. So I was like, you know what, that rung a bell in my mind, and I was like, you know what, Stephanie, just do it. Our metabolisms are so screwed up, guys. You guys don't even realize. We are so accustomed to processed foods. We don't even know what real food tastes like. And we think that real food is disgusting, but it's really not. That's the food that we had before all this processed stuff came along. And now we eat processed stuff all the time. And that's what's making us bigger. It's nobody's fault, obviously. But we just need to restart our metabolism. So he gives me a plan. It was funny because I wanted the sleeve so bad, and I told him that. I was like, I really didn't want gastric bypass. I'm afraid of dying on the surgery table. Like, I was real. I'm like, I'm scared to die. I don't want to die while you're cutting me open, and then they're like, resuscitate. I don't want to die. I don't. And that was my big fear. I'm like, oh my God, gastric bypass. It's really not that different from the sleeve. The only difference between the sleeve and the gastric bypass is that they're cutting a little bit of your intestines in the gastric bypass. And they're not in the sleeve. They're just cutting your stomach. So they cut the stomach and the intestines for the gastric and only cut the stomach for the sleeve. That's the only difference. And they both pretty much have the exact same incisions. There's nothing really, it doesn't vary very much. I don't think a lot of people realize that. It's a process. It's definitely a process. My BMI is over 40. I think to get it 100% covered by your insurance, depending on what insurance company you have, and to get the automatic green light to have surgery, your BMI has to be at least over 40 or 50. It's more than just the surgery. It's changing your mindset completely. And that's the biggest thing that I'm struggling with at this point. It's been a long process, although it hasn't been. I've only been through the process since March, and I'm about to be done with the process because my surgery is in like 2 months. But it feels like it's been a long process for me because I'm still not completely in the mindset that I need to be. I'm still working at it every day, but I know I'm not 100% where I need to be right now. Again, there's plenty of myths about people that have the surgery. They're just fat, they're lazy, they don't do anything with their lives. You only have the surgery if you're like morbidly obese and you're 500 pounds. That's not true. I've seen people that are like 200 pounds have a surgery, gastric surgery. It depends on who you are as a person, what health risks you have that are involved. There's people that do die on the surgery table every day. But the way I had to think about it, and maybe this will open your eyes too, you wake up in the morning, you may die that day and don't know it. You know, you don't know what's going to happen. You may get hit by a car. You really have the same risk of dying on the surgery table than walking outside or going to a mall. I mean, people are shooting up malls. People are raping people and killing people for no reason nowadays. You have the same risk as anybody else on a surgery table. That's how I had to think about it. If it doesn't work for you, I'm sorry, but that's how I visualize it in my head. Now, moving on to the process. At the beginning of March, I went to go see my bariatric surgeon. Met him. He decided to tell me what surgery he thinks that would be good for me. He gave me a list of things that I need to do prior to surgery, and he also wanted to follow up with me every single month to make sure I was on the right track to prepare for surgery. We didn't set a date at that time. You don't go in instantly knowing a date. You have to get stuff done. Number one, you need a psych eval. Basically, they just ask you a bunch of questions. Why do you want to do it? Have you been depressed? What are your eating habits? They pretty much make sure that you're not doing it for alternative motives, and that you're going to be successful with the surgery. So you're just not doing the surgery just to have the surgery. And that was the first visit to the psychiatrist. The second visit to the psychiatrist, you have to take a big, huge exam, which is like 200 questions, I think. All different styles of questions. They ask you different ones like, are you depressed while filling out this survey? Do you care about what other people think? Do you view the world like this? Like, you know how like Facebook has all those little quizzes that pop up on your news feed? They're kind of like questions like that. They're not really hard. You just have to answer them honestly and don't think too much into the question. And basically that, along with the psych eval that you had, that one-on-one connection, is going to determine whether or not you can have surgery. Yes, your bariatric surgeon is only a part of that. The psychiatrist actually has a big say in whether you can have surgery or not. That is the longest process. You have to wait a month for the results because they send it outpatient or outside the office, and then half of it's inside the office. You have to wait for the first half first and then wait for the inside. I'm in the process of waiting for the inside, but because I've already completed all the steps, he was able to give me my surgery date, although my results aren't in yet. On top of the psychiatrist, you also have to get a clearance from your primary care physician. They did blood work, they did urine, they did an EKG, but it's basically to have somebody to follow up with after the surgery. Now, my particular bariatric surgeon, he's following up with me for years after the surgery. I'm going to meet with him every month for years. He's just that type of surgeon. Not everyone gets that lucky with a surgeon that actually wants to see you every month, wants to follow up with you, wants to check up on you. I still have to do a procedure with my bariatric surgeon where he puts a scope down in your stomach to make sure that everything's okay down there. That is scheduled for September 20 something. I have a doctor visit with him on September 13th, and then I have an endoscopy procedure at a hospital on the 28th, I believe. So basically, I'm still in the process of being cleared for surgery. I do have a surgery date. I guess you could say it's tentative, but it's pretty much set in stone. So yes, guys, I'm having surgery. I didn't know if I wanted to share this video with you guys because I know a lot of people would have different opinions about it. There's a lot of myths about surgery that people are just scared of. I've already come and run into the situation where people that I'm close with have told me, I don't think you need to have the surgery. Why are you having the surgery? And I keep telling them, you know, it's for my health's sake. No, you can do it the natural way. Let me just tell you something. And honestly, it almost swayed me to turn back and say, am I making the right decision? Let me tell you something though. Do not let anyone, and I mean anyone, stop you from doing something that you know in your heart you need to do for you. It's nobody else's business because it's not their body. It's your body. If you feel that you need to do it, then do it. If you think that it's something that's going to better your life in the future, then do it. If you think it's going to be a better outcome than you having to try 1,000 different things, try weight loss pills and all that, then do it. I've been there. I've been there. I've been to the weight loss doctors with the pills. I've been to working out at the gym. I've been to personal trainers. I've done all of that. That's why I know that this is where I need to be at this point. This is what I've resulted to. I mean, to each its own. I know that everybody that's watching this is not going to agree with me that I need the surgery. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for my health's sake. Nobody knows you like you. And if you feel that it's something that you need to do, then do it. And don't let anyone stop you. And that's whether it's a career move, whether it's personal life, if it's moving out of your house. I don't care what it is. It's the same thing. Don't let anyone stop you from doing what you know in your heart you were meant to do. So with that, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found this informative. I'm trying to debate and decide if I want to do maybe, if you guys want to see vlogs of me up until surgery. And before I leave you guys, I do want to let you know that having the surgery is not going to change who I am. I told my psychiatrist this and she completely agreed. I told her that I have a page, a YouTube page that's dedicated to embracing curves, embracing being who you are, whether you're big, skinny, little, short, tall, whatever you are. Just embracing and loving yourself. I'm not saying that I don't love myself. I'm not saying that anything is going to change with this channel at all. I may not be plus size. I may still be plus size. Who knows? But nothing else on this channel is going to change. I'm still going to be the same person. And I hope that you guys would stay with me and not let this discourage you from not wanting to follow my channel anymore because I may or may not be plus size anymore. I still believe in body equality. I still believe in body positivity and embracing who you are as a person. I'm still going to have to get comfortable in my own skin once I have this surgery. So I am not changing. Whether you decide to follow this page still or not, you can unfollow if you feel like it. I'm not, at this point, I really just want you guys to know that if you enjoy this page because of how I make you feel, then continue to watch. Continue to stay on this page in this journey with me. This is something that I wasn't comfortable sharing with everybody, and I'm sharing it with you guys. And I want to share this process with you guys because I've shared everything else. I've shared all of my insecurities with the world. that I haven't even been able to tell like my sister or my family, and this is like my outlet. So I love you guys so much, and I really appreciate you guys, and I appreciate what this channel has done for me personally, and I don't want to cry. I appreciate what this channel has done for me personally, that I've been able to open up about stuff that I would never open up to anybody about, things that I've dealt with. And I know this is only the beginning for this channel, and I'm so excited for this journey. I'm scared, but I'm so excited because I know it's going to be so worth it in the end, and I want to share this with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any additional questions about the surgery, you can leave it down below, and I can try to answer those questions to the best of my knowledge. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give this a big thumbs up. Again, if you're not subscribed, make sure you do subscribe. It's free, and it's right down below. Just click on the bottom to subscribe, and follow me on Instagram or my Snapchat. I'll leave both down below or somewhere in this video. I post a lot of things that don't make it to YouTube, including outfits of the day. So if you guys want to get your outfit of the day fixed, make sure you are following me on Instagram. And again, I will be deciding whether I want to vlog my process up until my surgery and after my surgery. If you guys want to see the vlogs, and you're just curious of my process, leave that down below if that's something you would be interested in. Otherwise, I'll just leave it at this video, and just let you guys see me shrink. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.